Oh, baby. Mr. Beelzebub went and saw Terrifier 3 today. It's not rated, but obviously if it was rated, it'd probably be fighting the next rating, or you wouldn't have seen half of the movie. It only been an hour long. Right now it's sitting at 2 hours, 5 minutes. And I enjoyed this. I'm going to tell you right off. I enjoyed this immensely. I can't tell you much about it because, well, don't want to spoil it. You have to go and see this. First off, the acting by David Howard Thornton is on again. He just really brings something else to Art the Clown. Very animated. It's perfect for that character. And everybody else in the cast did a fine job too. I don't want to leave them out. I love them all in this. And kudos to Damien Leone, who stood his ground and didn't let a big studio take control of this thing, because like I said, if a big studio had control of this, you've seen very little of this film. What just happened down there? Something fell. I don't know what. It's not looking good. Maybe I'm being attacked. So anyways, back to the film. This met my expectations, and I was had a lot of expectations for this. Oh, the sign fell behind me. Okay. Well, anyways, it is gory, okay? It is wonderfully depraved and disgusting. And there are a few scenes you never thought you would see in a movie. And again, this is because he owns it himself and did it himself, although he had more help this time. He had about 50 people on the crew this time instead of him and the actors and friends and all that. And it is well done. Sure, the story, yeah, it's all right. I mean, we have Sienna getting back, and she's trying to get better after the accounts of 5 years earlier. We still have the supernatural aspect of Art the Clown, and and they do tie together in some way, shape, or form. But it's kind of like, okay, let's see how depraved Art the Clown can be in this segment, and then we'll show Sienna trying to deal with her past and what's going on in the future. And let me tell you, I can understand why there's headlines where people walked out and people got sick. I can see it happening. It wasn't for Mr. Beelzebub. Beelzebub was just giggling and smiling through this whole movie. And if you like Art the Clown, you're not going to be disappointed in this one. Let's see, what else can I say? A lot of great kills in here that I can't talk about. This movie, thinking about, there's a lot of interesting questions that this movie could bring up. Nothing bad or anything, but just things that interest me that I'd like to talk about, but can't, because I'm broadcasting to different age groups and things like that. So if you want to talk about some of the social aspects of the movie, sexuality, why do you watch horror? I'll do more of the why do you watch horror, but things like that, feel free. You can DM me. We can have a discussion back and forth. Just don't expect an educated, well, this movie does this movie. No, I just go on feelings, folks. You know what? When you talk to me, everything's on my sleeve, and you'll get what I think. That's the fun thing about it. Everybody has an opinion, and we don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with me to want to discuss something. But, how far is too far in horror movies? I don't think. Well, I've seen a few horror movies that went too far. But please, if you like Terrifier 2, you're going to love Terrifier 3. I'm going to rank these 3 movies. And it's going to be hard to pick a number 1. I'll tell you that now. And, if you want to get to old Mr. Beelzebub's heart, you get these 3 movies, pop them in the old VCR, DVR, whatever they're calling that thing now, CD-ROM player, or stream, cycle them, get a whole bunch of Chinese food, and man, that is a perfect night. Unfortunately, I got Chinese food and the damn place messed up my order. So otherwise, it was a great night. Loved Terrifier 3. It is a 4.5 for me out of 5. I'm getting out of here before the place falls apart.